For centuries, we've been asking this fundamental question. What's the deal with our minds and our bodies? Are they partners, or are they just two separate things stuck in the same shell? Well, today, we're digging into the science that isn't just challenging those old ideas, it's pretty much rewriting our entire understanding of who we are. For the longest time, one single idea has really dominated Western culture. It's called Cartesian dualism, and the basic concept is pretty simple. Your mind, your thoughts, your feelings, is totally separate from your body, which is just the physical machine carrying it all around. And that one idea, it shaped everything from medicine to philosophy. But what if that really neat, simple separation is just plain wrong? What if the mind and body are so deeply tangled up that they're actually one single system? New research is giving us some pretty startling answers, so let's jump in with maybe the most dramatic connection of all: physical healing. Okay, so first up, movement as medicine. We're going to dive right into how simply moving your body can have this incredibly profound healing impact on the brain itself, especially when it comes to recovering from neurological damage. Think about this question. It's massive for neuroscience and for rehabilitation. After a stroke, the brain is physically damaged. So can something as simple as moving your body actually help rebuild your ability to think? Well, a recent clinical trial decided to find out. So, a team of researchers set up this fascinating comparison. They took a group of post-stroke patients and split them in two. Group A got moving with regular aerobic exercise. Group B, on the other hand, focused on purely mental exercises, cognitive tasks. The question was simple: which way works better for cognitive recovery? And the results? They were incredibly clear. It wasn't even close. While both groups definitely improved, the patients who got up and did physical or aerobic exercise showed way stronger gains in both their attention and their overall cognitive function. So here's the crucial takeaway. This study suggests that physical exercise isn't just some healthy habit. It's one of the best tools we have for actively helping the brain repair itself. The body isn't just a passenger here. It's like the mind's own personal mechanic. All right, so the body can help repair the mind. That's huge, but it gets even deeper. It turns out that your body's history, the specific skills and experiences it has, can actually give you a kind of social superpower. Get this. In one amazing study, researchers tested different groups on how well they could predict the next move in a sailing maneuver just by watching a video. Now, no surprise, experienced sailors were fantastic at it. But here is the truly weird part. Tennis players, who are also elite athletes, were the absolute worst group. They were even worse than people who weren't athletes at all. How does that make any sense? Well, the answer seems to be in something called the mirror neuron system. These are special brain cells that fire not only when you do something, but also when you just watch someone else do it. It's like your brain is running a little simulation. For sailors, watching a sailing video activates that exact muscle memory in their brains. But for tennis players, their brain tries to map the sailing motion onto tennis movements, and it just creates total confusion. It actually gets in the way. And this is just a perfect illustration of this core idea. Your physical expertise isn't just stored in your muscles. It's wired right into your brain as a tool for understanding the world and for understanding other people. Your body's experience literally becomes your mind's intuition. Okay, so the body can repair the brain and build social intuition. That's incredible. But can we use it on purpose? Can we consciously use our bodies to change how we feel and think right here and now? Let's look at how we can literally hack our own psychology. For example, let's take Kathak, a classical Indian dance that's known for its incredibly fast, dynamic footwork. One study looked at its effects, and when they compared Kathak performers to non-dancers, they found that the dancers had significantly lower levels of stress, anxiety, and even depressive symptoms. And it can be even simpler than dance. Just look at breathing. Another study examined different breathing techniques. What they found was that mindful breathing was really effective at reducing physical muscle tension. But slow-paced breathing, that specifically improved executive functions, things like focus and self-control, especially in the male participants. So you see, different physical inputs create different mental outputs. Okay, let's get super practical. Can we apply this to something that a lot of us really dread, public speaking? That anxiety is a powerful mix of psychological fear and very real physical symptoms. Your heart races, your palms get sweaty. It is the classic mind-body problem. Well, this is where a program called Corporal comes in. Instead of just telling people to calm down, it uses the body as the main tool. First, it teaches you to tune into your physical sensations. Then, you visualize the speech, but with a sense of physical presence. And finally, you learn to use purposeful gestures to build confidence. And guess what? It worked. Participants didn't just report feeling less anxious. The proof was literally in their brain scans. Their brain activity actually changed, showing less of the specific pattern that's associated with avoidance and fear. They used their bodies to change their minds. So when you put all these pieces together, from stroke recovery to social intuition to conquering the fear of public speaking, where does all this evidence leave us? A completely new picture of the human self starts to come into focus. Let's just quickly run through what the science is telling us. Exercise can repair your brain's ability to think. Your specific physical skills become a form of social intuition. Dance can help protect against depression. The way you breathe can literally sharpen your focus. Body awareness can help you conquer fear. And other studies even show that things like physical touch can shape what you find beautiful. The conclusion is pretty much inescapable. That old idea of a ghost in the machine, it's just that. An old idea. The evidence today all points in one direction. The mind and the body are not two things that interact. They are a single, deeply integrated, unified system. They are one. So this leaves us with a final, and I think really powerful question. Because this isn't just some abstract science, right? It's a toolkit. Knowing all this, how will you consciously use your body, through movement, or your breath, or even just your posture, to change your mind today?